Yeah, so India has won the Champions Trophy, convincing victory. So happy, all of us. I mean, convincing. I think. I know it went till the last over, right? Almost the last over, but otherwise, I think it was a convincing effort. I don't. We were discussing this just now, right? Are you feeling the same emotion as you felt when India won the T20 World Cup? Probably not.
Probably not.
But good. I mean, definitely deserving victory. This team has not won an ODI ICC tournament, and we almost came close to the 2023 World Cup. So good effort when this team to come and win an ICC tournament. I think everybody, the best part of the tournament, everybody played well. Everybody contributed in different scenarios, and overall, a very confident team India is what I felt in this tournament.
Yeah. I think it was a clinical performance
Yeah,
at an overall level. But yeah, I mean, I'll start with the fact that we probably are not feeling the same emotions. Probably the reason for that, the game was a lot closer.
yeah,
The T20 World Cup final, but it was like a relief more than a happy celebration, right? Obviously, we all were super happy,
yeah,
but again, this time I think we are expected to win. It was more like that 2023 50 over World Cup where
yeah.
we were like really expected to win, but we unfortunately couldn't. But this time I'm glad that we were able to cross the line. uh, I think it was almost the entire game was almost in India's control.
Yeah.
That's what I can say at least. There were a few if and buts, and there were a few moments which made us nervous. But
Yeah.
at an overall level, I think it was a game which India controlled it pretty well from the beginning itself. If we exclude the toss and the first say 10 overs till the time
Oh
Rachin was
yeah,
batting.
yeah. No, no, I agree. When Rachit was batting, I thought, are they really playing in Dubai? It looked like they're playing in Lahore or something, right? The way he took the attack and he went after Hardik Pandya, I think 16 runs in the first over. That is superb. I mean, and rightly so, right? Player of the tournament.
Yeah,
He's given
yeah.
those starts for New Zealand, but unfortunately, the spin came into once the spin came into the picture again. It is the same old story, right? So, but great efforts by the Indian spinners. I mean, it's been a strategy we've employed in this tournament successfully. And people like Varun Chakravarti coming in the middle of the tournament and changing the dynamics of the whole bowling unit itself. We always had a worry: are we going in with enough pacers?
Yeah.
But the fact that this team backed those spinners and all four of them got chances in all the matches shows that I think this is a very thought through strategy and it actually paid off for the team. Yeah.
And I'll take my words, probably eat my words. Last time I mentioned something about Kuldeep Yadav
Oh
not
yeah,
performing in
we
the
did.
crunch
Yeah, yeah,
games, and I
correct.
think
Yeah.
the first ball he bowled because Rachin Ravindra was definitely batting on a different track.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
Him and Rohit again. I think there's a clear indication that the wicket in the first 10 overs was probably
Yeah.
when the ball was hard and new. I think it was
Easier.
relatively easier to sort of score those
Yeah.
boundaries and get those quick runs. But again, credit to Rachin Ravindra and the way I think Kuldeep especially bowled
Yeah.
in his first spell, got a big wickets of Rachin and
Will-
in form Kane
Kane
Williamson.
Williamson. Yeah.
I think that made all the difference. Uh, Again, all the ballers strangled. Jadeja bowled a superb spell where he only hardly gave like 30-32 or
30
something.
runs, I think. Yeah.
And but I want to spend some time on the knock which Daryl Mitchell played today, and reminded me of KL Rahul's 2023 World Cup final knock. And I know in New Zealand land sort of lost three quick wickets,
Yeah.
and was sort of need of the hour to get that partnership going. But I think that was a very very weird kind of inning, if we
Yeah.
can say that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think they asked Santner as well in the post-match presentation that what did you think about the pace at which he scored in the middle order, and he just said that it was just super bowling. I mean, we really couldn't put that spin bowling aside. So, I mean, I agree. Very bizarre innings, right? I mean, maybe a little more quick-fire innings would have given much more impetus towards the end, which could have led to a bigger total also for New Zealand. I think a 10-20 runs bigger total would have been a good match, is what I felt.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, but Mitchell, I mean, and he got out of the crucial time. I mean, when he could have accelerated, when he started
Yeah,
accelerating,
yeah,
he
yeah.
got out, and that I think set them at least 20 runs behind. But good end in the end towards Bracewell. I mean, Bracewell didn't expect that.
Hmm.
I didn't really think that they would reach 250. I thought they'll be holding around 240 max. That extra effort from Bracewell towards the end really put. I thought New Zealand felt that they could probably have a match out of this. Is
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
felt.
I think that one hallmark of this Indian lineup this entire tournament was that the moment the other team, the opposition, sort of start putting back pressure on them, I think
Yeah,
for example, if they're bowling, they'll get that breakthrough
yeah,
straight away. I think, and that particular moment never came for the any of the oppositions, right? If we talk
mm,
about the semis again, the Australia, then Carey was batting in a fine form, and then
yeah,
again he got run out. Some way or the other, India sort of managed to find a way
correct.
to break those crucial partnerships, and that made all the difference. Today also again they were chasing something around 250, definitely 20-25 runs short.
Yeah,
Things might have been different, But again, I think the credit goes to the Indian bowlers the way he bowled. I think Shami was a little off color. He was bowling a little too short and a little too full. But
Yeah.
other than that, I think especially the spinners, the way they bowled, I think New Zealand did not have a chance today.
Yeah, and I mean, just before we end the bowling part, right, I mean, we have to mention Varun Chakravarti. The confidence he gives to this Indian bowling lineup is just different. I mean, and once he has come into the squad, you could feel that Rohit has had an extra confidence. That whenever any batsman is attacking, you could give the ball to Varun.
Yeah,
And this time also, Varun came in first. I think he bowled first, right? Among
yeah,
the
yeah,
spinners,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Unlike last time where Kuldeep bowled first, this time was the ball directly given to Varun. I think Ashwin, somebody made a comment in Twitter as well that oh shit, is not a good sign. Maybe that India's tensed. Yes,
Yeah.
India was tensed, but India went to the right person, right? So great that India has somebody like Varun who can bring up the mystery balls and make the batsman clueless. So I think good overall bowling effort
I
from
think
the spinners.
that is a double-edged sword. We saw that in the 2023 World Cup final as well. That India was like really desperate to get those early wickets, and hence they sort of brought
Exactly.
on Mohammad Shami
Mohammad
pretty
Shami.
early.
Yeah,
Along, they gave him the new ball when he was always the first change bowler throughout the tournament,
yeah,
and that sort of backfired as Siraj was completely out of the game, and then uh, that is how it ended for India. But luckily for India today, I think Varun, and again
yeah.
the first ball he bowled was down the leg side, 5 wides.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So not a great start, but again, luckily for India, uh, it went out well. And the way I'll probably bow down to someone like a Kuldeep today because he was under tremendous pressure.
For sure.
So far, he has had a very ordinary tournament.
Yeah.
But again, very well supported by other spinners, and they completely strangled New Zealand in the middle overs. Between 11 to 40 overs, they were scoring at around 3.5.
Yeah.
Those 30 overs and lost a lot of wickets as well. Uh, I think before we move forward, I think Piyush is asking us whether do we see Rohit and Kohli in 2027 World Cup? No.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, that's one trophy at least Rohit does not have in his cabinet, right? And I'm sure he'll want to make an attempt towards that once again. Probably the last time. It'll definitely be the last time. I mean, there were talks that if the Champions Trophy, if they win, they probably will hang their boots up. But I
I
don't
don't
think
think
so.
so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, no.
I mean, the way they've been playing, it's definitely looks like they want to go have one more go at the World Cup.
I think Kohli definitely. Rohit, I think we'll have to watch out another couple of years before that
Yeah,
tournament. I think it will be held in February 2027. So got full 2 years now.
yeah,
But I definitely see Kohli playing that particular tournament. For Rohit Sharma, I think it depends on his fitness. Uh, I think he's still got the flair, he's still
yeah,
got the temperament for the 50-over format.
yeah.
So I think that could be the only format he might be playing
Maybe
in the.
playing, correct.
And considering the fact that we don't have that many ODIs now,
Yeah,
he might want to be that kind of player who can sort of be picky and choosy. But I'm not too sure if he's the one. He's gonna be the one who will lead the side. Not
yeah,
too sure about that. But I definitely see both of these guys playing in
playing.
the World Cup a couple of years down the lane.
Agree. Yeah. So let us say victory. Yeah. That's true. India won. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And let's come to the India's batting.
Yeah.
We all knew 250. I know it was somewhere below par total, but we all were a little anxious because
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
know New Zealand has had the history of sort of punching above their weights. With their
Yeah.
especially with their bowling. But I think Henry not being there made a
Oh yeah,
lot
that
of
is a
difference
big
in the
blow. That's a
yeah,
big
it
blow
made a
for
lot
them.
of difference in
Yeah.
the power play and the way Rohit sort of went after their bowling in the first 10 overs. I think it made all the difference.
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, Henry's loss was a big blow for New Zealand. He used to give those starts to them, so getting those crucial wickets up front, right? And the fact that the bowler who came in his place was no way as talented as
Yep, yep.
Henry, and that allowed Rohit to attack as well. Clearly, I mean, that's the way he plays cricket now, right? He'll give you those chances. You have to take those chances. New Zealand didn't, and Rohit made them pay. But unlike the earlier innings, I felt this was more sedate. I mean, it looked like he felt like he wanted to take it up as long as possible
Yeah, yeah.
instead of the typical Rohit where 40 runs in say 20 balls. It didn't look like that innings. Obviously, the pitch also didn't help, right? I mean, once the fast bowlers went out of the picture, the spin is always tough to play on this pitch, and Rohit also sort of struggled, I could say. But great. I mean, I'm happy that Rohit is among the runs and very ominous signs for India.
I think the way he started, we all were discussing before the start of the
Yeah,
innings that I definitely see Rohit scoring quick fire 25, 30 or
correct.
something.
Yeah,
But the way he sort of tackled the good deliveries,
yeah,
leaving
yeah,
those balls in the first couple of overs, I think I really love the way he carried this particular knock, and the way he got out, I think that was probably the only disappointing shot he
Disappointing
played in
shot.
the
Yeah,
entire
yeah,
knock,
yeah,
especially because the pressure was building, and probably India, Rohit thought that okay, we need to get a release shot here. Uh,
yeah,
but okay, I think a couple of quick wickets. Gill was playing a good hand along with, he was playing a great supporting role, but then again, Glenn Phillips sort of pulled that blinder off again. I mean, he has this amazing habit of
yeah.
doing this on such a regular basis, that you sort of expect these kind of things from him now.
No, like we discussed, like these are the small things which New Zealand does, right? I mean, you know that talent, paper to paper, man to man, probably they are not as good as the other teams, but every single player always gives that extra effort in all these matches, which actually lets them compete and compete really hard against the good teams. That's just another example through Glenn Phillips, outstanding catch, and that actually brought them into the match, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, otherwise, if Rohit would have continued, or Gill would have continued, this match is over in 30 overs itself.
yep.
The fact that they threw their exceptional effort in the field, they were back in the game, just shows how talented they are and how they're aware of the match, right? They don't want to give up, and they want to always go the extra mile, and that's exactly what happened. And getting Kohli out early,
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
uh,
that was a shocker.
yeah, I mean, this is one guy who always plays in the big more tournaments, right, in big finals, and getting him out was India under pressure again. And then we had Shreyas Iyer coming in and playing a
I
brilliant
think I think
innings
I
at
think
that
the
time.
ball which got Kohli, turned way more than any was
And
sort of
yeah, and
expecting.
that put that problem in all the batsmen
Yeah,
coming later
yeah,
on, that
yeah.
you know what, it's turning a lot and let's play slow.
So the average turn in the first inning was somewhere around 2 degrees.
Two,
The
yeah,
second, it was close to three and a half
three and a
degrees.
half,
So that
almost
was a
double.
huge difference.
Yeah,
And talking about Shreyas Iyer, I mean, India, again, at the cost of repeating myself, India's blessed to have a year
yeah,
like number four, who can do play the aggressor role, as well as he can hold the fort. And
yeah,
today again, he sort of, I know he played that irresponsible shot in the end,
yeah,
towards the end, but I think the game was pretty much done by that time. And like Piyush is also mentioning that he I hope everyone hopes that Shreyas is sort of given his due credit. He has
yeah,
been a great talent, especially in the white ball format. He has had seen the tough times. He lost the central contract. A lot of
yeah.
things happened around him, but the way he made this comeback and the way he contributed, especially in this particular tournament, is beyond amazing.
No, I agree. I mean, and like we discussed, one of the best players of spin, and to have him in the middle overs is such a crucial part of the India's batting lineup. And like we mentioned this many times, right? The fact, the advantage that Iyer gives is he never lets the scoring rate down. I mean, you could always see that the worst he would get to was run a ball,
Yeah,
but he would never let it go below that. And that always gave a cushion that okay, as long as he's there, the batsmen below him don't have to struggle to get the target, even if he's out. And that's very difficult. That's very difficult for any player to come and maintain that run rate like that. Hats off to him, man. And again, like you discussed it, Aksar as a
Akshar
performance.
Patel. Oh man, what a
Like,
player!
yeah, if a wicket would have gone there, it would have been so difficult for anybody coming in, because playing spin over here is so difficult, right? And Hardik is okay, he's a good player to spin, yes, but you never know, right? He has a tendency to go for a shot. But Aksar again calmed the things down, had a partnership with Shreyas Iyer, exactly what he did in the 2020 World Cup as well. What a find for India as the number 5
I
player.
think credit to Gambhir over there and the
Yeah,
entire team management, who has been using Akshar brilliantly.
yeah,
They saw, I mean, Dravid did that in
correct.
2024 for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
And the way Gambhir has used Akshar Patel as an enforcer in the middle overs, with respect to the batting,
yeah.
giving India that left-hander which they really wanted in the middle. I think he has been superb. Again, a very rash shot today,
Yeah, that's such a
unlike
strange
Akshar.
shot. Yeah, yeah.
Uh, but I think the job was pretty much done by them. So like India is really blessed when it comes to number 4, 5, 6. You've got
Six.
Iyer,
We're coming to six. Yeah.
Akshar, and KL Rahul.
KL Rahul.
Another pressure game, another superb now.
Yeah, and KL the finisher, right? I mean, I know. See, KL, like we all discussed that KL has had phases of his career, right? Where suddenly you want KL the finisher, then okay, no, India wants an opener. Okay, then the KL the opener. No, India wants a number 3. No, KL the number 3.
Yeah.
This is the phase of KL the finisher, and the guy can do every single role so well. I'm so happy that KL is a redemption for KL as well,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
2023 World Cup, a lot of people blame him as a villain for that particular innings he played, and now he's there as the finisher for us, ensuring that we win all these crucial matches. And when Kohli got out the last match, and when Aksar got out this match, both of them he said that I was there, right?
Yeah.
Why do you want to play that shot? I'm there. I mean, that shows the confidence that don't worry, I'm there. I'm going to be there till the end. And great to see you as an Indian
Yeah.
fan, somebody, a player taking up the responsibility like that. It's really great to see.
I mean, great, like you mentioned, great redemption for
Yeah.
KL Rahul. That 100 ball 60 sort of still haunts us
Yeah.
and Daryl Mitchell sort of played that role today.
Thank God. Yeah.
And again, I think the Hardik Pandya, the class of Hardik Pandya, or the aura of Hardik
Yeah,
Pandya is such that the opposition knows that if the team needs like quick fire 30, 40, or 50, I
yeah,
think he's the guy who can do the job. So I think a very well all-rounded performance from India
yeah,
in all the departments. Definitely, we'll talk about the dropped catches as well. Again, India
yeah.
dropped too many opportunities, but again, New Zealand also
New Zealand
dropped a
also
couple of
dropped.
chances.
Yeah, yeah,
Other than that, I think it was a perfect game for India.
yeah. No, I mean, last. I mean, I just want to ask you, like we were discussing this also earlier, right? Do you think this is one of the most dominant, not just in Indian ODI lineup, but one of the most dominant white ball lineups cricket has seen, right? I mean, it's pretty much the same batting lineup in the 2023 World Cup as well. Slight changes in 2024 T20, obviously the different format, but I think this particular squad, it just covers every base. And this tournament is won without Bumrah,
Yeah, yeah. I
and
mean, that's a big deal
it's
actually. That's a
crazy.
deal.
It's crazy if you imagine
Yeah,
that, right? And
yeah.
this very smart thinking by the management went with five spinners, and that played a big part as well. Read the ground condition very well. But I think this set of batsmen, the 7, 8 players, right, who have been taking India through for all these big matches, is one of the best lineups I've ever seen by an Indian team for sure.
So, I mean, we have started watching cricket since 1996.
Yeah,
It's been around 30 years now.
yeah,
And in those 30 years, I think I've seen two sides who dominated the game of cricket in all the formats
yeah.
across the countries. And the bowling, batting, fielding, everything was like top notch. One obviously was the late 90s South African side.
Ah,
I think they were a brilliant side. They were really unfortunate that they were not able to win too many trophies, barring that 1998 knockout trophy.
yeah.
And then there was this Australian era where they were just unbelievable,
Under
from
Ponte,
starting
yeah.
from maybe 2001, 2002 till the good part of 2007,
7,
2008,
8,
till the
yeah.
time MS Dhoni's India sort of
Yeah.
toppled them up in a couple of tournaments. I think after that, I think I think it's pretty much on par, at par, I would say, this Indian lineup. I know Bumrah was missing,
Yeah.
and Bumrah with Bumrah gone, I think it was like 20% less potent attack,
Yeah.
at least in terms of the fast bowling. But I think spinners did come to the party in a big way, and we it's a great thing that we did not actually miss Bumrah in this tournament.
Yeah, 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 agree. I mean, miraculous. And a quick word on what do you think about Rohit as a captain, right? I mean, now his name is amongst the greatest white ball captains India has had, 2 trophies
Yeah, could
as
have
a
got the
captain.
third one as well, but
Yeah,
yeah.
correct. Almost got a third one as well.
Yeah.
Exactly. Again, is this among the best performances from an Indian captain you've seen in white ball? What do you think?
I think he leads from the front,
Yeah,
no doubt about that.
yeah,
He's a shrewd cricketer. He's a very smart cricketer. He's got lot of IPL trophies as well.
yeah,
But the only point, and again, I mean, I'm more like a devil's advocate over here.
yeah,
When the crunch situation comes, when the pressure is really, really there, at times he does something which is like, which you feel, why is he doing
why
like
is
that? For
it?
example, in that 2023 final, not having those slip,
Yeah,
when in the middle overs where India was actually looking for wickets, right? Today also, I think a lot of times when he didn't, he was not really aggressive. He could have been even more aggressive, but
yeah,
I think that's not. I don't want to get into that too much. He has been a fine captain, and he's blessed to have a
yeah.
team around
That's
him,
crucial. Yeah,
who respect him as a leader, and he leads from that front, top of the
yeah,
order, giving those starts to India, setting the platform today as well. You saw the potential or the value which Rohit Sharma as a batter brings to the table.
yeah,
So I think at an overall level, I think he has been one of the finest white ball cricketer and the captain for India,
yeah.
without a doubt.
No, I agree. I mean, those 2 points you mentioned, right? The fact that his change in approach in batting, which he himself asked, Harsha asked him, right? And he mentioned that, yeah, it's not something which I was used to, where I just go and attack. That's not the way I play. But I've changed that mindset for the team because I know that I have that comfort till number 8. We are batsmen. We are really good batsmen till number 8. That comfort is there, so I can go and play the way I play. And that really sets the tone for this batting lineup as well, right? Yeah.
And that's where someone like Hardik Pandya has become so
It's
so
so
crucial.
crucial.
He's
Yeah.
the X factor. He's the
Yeah.
guy who sort of makes
Correct.
India do that thing, right?
Yeah.
Agar Hardik nahi hota, India would not have played four spinners.
Force.
There
He's
was
opening the
no chance.
bowling. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's playing those crucial knocks at 7.
Yeah.
I mean, and Jadeja at 8. So the depth in the batting is
It's
unbelievable. And
unbelievable.
and I still believe that Hardik Pandya was one of the reasons why we were not able to seal the game deal in the
In
later
2020.
half
Yeah.
of the 2023 World Cup, because he gives that balance to the side, right?
Yeah.
And now with his bowling is so much improved, and
Yeah.
it's not only about his batting and those big hits. the kind of bowling he does.
Yeah.
He is a great reader of the game. He's won a IPL
IPL,
trophy as
yeah,
well.
correct, yeah.
And again, I know he's been, I don't know, weirdly enough, he's been removed from the leadership position in the
In
T20
T20,
format,
yeah, strange,
which
yeah,
is a little strange,
yeah.
to be honest. But he's one of the contenders to lead the Indian side in the ODI
In
setup
the
as
ODI
well
setup,
after Rohit.
yeah, yeah.
So I think I banking big on Hardik, and he's the guy. He's got that temperament. He's a big match player.
No, you're right. I mean, absolutely. Great set of players also. I mean, one of the reasons why Rohit is, as a captain is able to lead from the front is the fact that each of these players seem to be at the peak of their powers right now.
Yeah,
And with Kohli playing so well, I mean, towards the end of his career, I think this team is set up with a good mix of experience as well as youngsters. And we were also discussing some time back, right? Good set of players coming ahead also.
yeah,
So even if this particular set goes away, you know the likes of Samson, the likes of Abhishek Sharma, the likes of Jaiswal,
yeah, yeah.
Gaikwad and all are there in the line who can take up that mantle and perform well. So I think we are in the safe hands right now. And kudos to Rohit Sharma to create that setup for the current team as well as the future as
Yeah.
well.
Even from the bowling point of view, got good backups. Arshdeep did not get a game
Didn't
here.
look at the game, yeah.
Then you've got Washington Sundar waiting in the wings.
Correct.
Say once someone like a Jadeja retires,
Yeah.
which I expect, to be honest, pretty soon.
Soon, yeah.
So we have to watch out on that front.
Yeah.
But I think overall a very very great space to be in.
Yeah.
If you're an Indian cricket fan. And before closing, let's talk about my man of the series for this ICC Champions Trophy. It is Jay Shah for me. I know. It's sort of weird, sad. I don't know how to describe that.
Yeah.
The final host nation, there is not even a single representation from the host country in the presentation ceremony, which is really really weird.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on that?
No, I don't know why it happened, right? I mean, if you're the host country, somebody should have been there. I don't know if it's because they sort of a sign of protest or not. I don't know what. It's sad. It's very depressing that the tournament hosts are not having the finals. I mean, see, okay, yeah, India didn't agree to play, right? But the fact that your team didn't turn up as a team to play
That's a
well in the
different thing,
tournament,
right?
that is what you should be focusing on, right?
Yeah.
If you had played well, if your team would have played well, the finals, we don't know, right? The finals could have been in Lahore itself.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Pakistan had to introspect and hope that things change, not just for the team, but as a management as a whole.
I think we all know that India is a superpower when it comes to the cricket. We have got a soft power as well.
Yeah.
And it's not only about cricket. If you talk about Olympics, USA has always had that soft power.
Yeah.
Right? There was this late 80s or 90s, some Olympic where they're skating, some controversy happened, and then they awarded 2 gold medals and some nonsense like that. So if you are a superpower, you will definitely make something out of it, right?
Correct.
And it's not that India played, they knew what kind of wicket they were going to get or anything like that. Everybody knew that wicket in Dubai is going to assist spinners. If other teams had problems, they could have protested before the start of the tournament itself.
Yeah.
But that did not happen. Probably they expected India to not perform like this, the way they did. So I think it's not a little unfair. To the players who have put in so much of effort, and India, let's be honest about it, India has been really comprehensive throughout the tournament, beating each and every side. They've defeated New Zealand twice, they've defeated Australia, Pakistan, Bangladesh. I think they were by far the best side of the tournament, without any doubt.
No, I mean, it's mostly sour grapes, right? Once tournament's over, once you're out, you start complaining, and that's sad. And nothing to take off.
Reminds me of 2003 Ricky Ponting's spring bat.
Yeah, the conspiracy.
The conspiracy.
Right? Yeah,
that was another. So we tend to do that as cricket.
Yeah, no,
we also do that.
Yeah, so, and that's like you said, right? That's just taking away from this brilliant team and this brilliant effort this team has put in. So that's nothing. We should not do that. I mean, let's focus on this team and how well they've been playing, and rightly deserve the champions, right?
So Piyush, I think, is making a case that we should try and make a team of Champions Trophy. I think we should do that in another episode.
We should do that. Yeah,
we should do that more justice. What we can do is that we can at our level, let's try and rate each of the Indian players who played a game. Maybe we can start with the who do you want to start with? Let's start with Shubman Gill.
Yeah, Shubman, what, 7, 6, 7?
7 would be a fine number. He played a couple of good knocks. He was looking good against Pakistan. He played
today also okay.
He was looking okay, supported well.
Yeah.
I'll come to Rohit Sharma later. Virat Kohli.
9. I mean, with the crucial matches he was there. Today he wasn't, but every match you can't, right?
Yeah, I think he was there almost at his best
Yeah,
in this
yeah.
tournament. You don't expect.
Happy to see him back
Happy
in
to see
form.
him back. The
Yeah,
way he performed, the way I think
correct,
at least against Pakistan and the game against Australia, he was the one who was the
correct,
architect of that win. So
correct.
9 is a fair number.
Yeah,
Shreyas Iyer again 9
nine. Yeah,
without a doubt.
just so happy he's
He's
there.
been amazing. He's been
Yeah,
amazing. And Akshar Patel. Okay, Akshar is a very curious case, very
yeah,
interesting case. He's been under the radar.
yeah,
I know he's not given a match-winning performance on his own,
yeah,
but he's been there in almost all the games.
correct.
He was with the bat, with the ball in the field as well.
Yeah,
And for me, I think would almost be the player of the tournament
yeah.
as well. You know, the way he has contributed with both bat and ball. Probably a 9 or 8.5 or a 9
Or
on 10.
9, yeah, 8.5, 9 for sure. Yeah,
KL
definitely.
Rahul, let's split it in two parts. KL Rahul the batter and KL Rahul the keeper.
KL, the keeper, probably not as good as he would have wanted it.
Hmm.
I know India won all the matches, but maybe slightly less. But KL, the batsman, the finisher, I'm very happy. I would go with a 9 for KL,
Hmm.
the batsman.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Hardik Pandya, I think he did play his part pretty well.
yeah.
He
Did go
made
for runs
those.
today, but
Yeah. But I think another 8 on 10 probably.
yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Everybody, right? I mean, I think even though I don't know, I can't think of anybody who particularly struggled. Particularly, even Kuldeep came back and took those crucial wickets.
Kul-
Did Kuldeep have 5 in this tournament
no, he didn't.
against Pakistan? Who took the wicket? I can't recollect.
Against Pakistan,
Was
even I'm
Kuldeep?
not too
I
sure.
think Kuldeep, right?
Kuldeep did not get a 5.
No.
No.
Okay.
Kuldeep has, I mean, before this final, he was like, this spot was also under question mark.
Yeah, Varun obviously
Varun, I think he played
5 for. He had a
three
5 for.
games. I think
Yeah,
he had a perfect
yeah,
tournament for him from his perspective.
yeah,
Shami, I think, has been a little disappointing
yeah.
because I think he got a 5 in the opening game, but again,
Nah.
he was nowhere close to
Yeah.
his best, right? And
Maybe he's still coming back from injury. Maybe not
yeah,
fully
yeah,
fit.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the way he was bowling in that 2023 World Cup has set up a
Oh
different
yeah,
benchmark. So
that's
that is also a little different.
that's
For
11
example,
on
if
10.
when you are seeing or the expectations on the likes of Shami and Bumrah is
Yeah,
so high
yeah,
that and if they miss even by an inch, then we as fans are not satisfied. So
yeah,
maybe from that front, Shami probably did not have the best of the tournaments.
yeah.
But again, other than that, I think it was a great one for. Okay, let's talk about Rohit Sharma. Rohit Sharma, the leader. Rohit Sharma, the opening batter.
Yeah, see, I see. It's difficult to judge Rohit Sharma as a batter now, right? I mean, you know that his intent, his purpose in the squad is to get those starts. So if he's giving you those starts of 30, 40, you have to consider him as 8 or 9 because that's his role. Did he give you the starts every match? No. Did he have the intent? Yes. Did he do it in the crucial match? Yes. He won the trophy? Yes. So I don't know. Maybe yeah. I mean, an 8 is what
Yeah.
I would
I
say.
mean, even in the 2013 Champions Trophy, even in the 2011 World Cup, which we won,
Yeah.
MS did not have best of the tournaments with the bat.
Correct.
But
Yeah.
the way he led the side, I think
Yeah.
that makes a lot of difference. And
Yeah.
today, Rohit again also showed in this entire tournament that. By the way, I think Kuldeep mentioned this point in the post-match thing that everybody says that India's got 4 world-class spinners, but handling and managing those 4 bowlers is a task.
Is a task. Yeah.
So I think Rohit was absolutely bang on with respect to that.
Agreed. The crucial bowling changes, getting Varun whenever required. Again, I mean, and limited fast bowling. That means
Yeah.
you limited fast bowlers, right? Playing them as well, and Shami not being in form, great effort. I mean, as a captain, and overall led the team very well. I think he's a captain who's loved by the team, right? I mean,
Yeah.
they always say that the vibe under Rohit is very great, and they all seem to be very happy. And one more trophy is an example of that. It's a result of that. So yeah, happy for Rohit, and great scenario for Indian cricket right now.
So I think happy times. I think we should end it on a high note, and
Yeah.
we've got a big party coming up as well, which is the IPL.
The IPL, yeah.
So good times, when we win an ICC tournament, a couple of ICC tournaments in the past few months, back-to-back ICC victories for India.
Yeah.
Buried the ghosts of 2023 to a certain
Hopefully,
extent.
yeah.
I think that still hurts. Ouch.
Yeah, that will take some time.
That will take some time. Probably need a couple of tries.
2027.
Yeah, maybe post that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think we hope that you are enjoying this great Indian victory wherever you are based out of from, and we'll see you hopefully soon. We'll try and do a review of the entire tournament. Probably
Yeah.
make a team of the
Team as well.
tournament,
Yeah.
and then we'll straight away get into the IPL as well.
Yeah.
So a lot of good action coming your way. Keep watching, keep supporting, and yeah,
See you.
have fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.